From Vienna, the city that invented medical advice based on dreams about your mother. Welcome to Sox Talk Politics. Our guest today, Deputy Mayor of the City of Gdynia, Katarzyna GRUSZECKA-SPYCHAԼA.
Hello and welcome back to Sox Talk Politics. How are you tonight?
Brian, before you start...
Before I start? Are you kidding me?
Look what I just scored at my neighbor's yard sale.
What?
Gray Sock Emergency Room Hospital, starring Brian Sock as Dr. Sockhurt.
Oh, kid, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would. Roll the tape.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Shoestring. There's just nothing we can do for him until we find a matching thread donor.
Oh, Dr. Sockhurt! Can't I just give him some of my threads? Lord knows I could stand to lose a few anyway.
I'm afraid it's not that easy. It's never that easy here in Gray Sock Emergency Room Hospital.
Oh!
We have a severe case of carpet burn. Patient has a discapulation of the anterior Achilles. I'm going to need 15 millimeters of number 7 medical yarn. Stat.
I think I can see the toe sticking out. We need to get him to the sewing room immediately. Stat. This medical drama is unlike any you've seen before. There hasn't been a case of knee-high socks since the 1950s. I don't know how to explain it. Get ready for medical emergencies you've never heard of before. His organs, they're inside out. Friendship.
We will get through this together. You and me, a pair of socks.
And an entirely unrealistic number of catastrophic events, including plane crashes, tornadoes, bomb scares, earthquakes, fire, and many, many more. Oh my sock. I can't... Jeez. No wonder that show got canceled after the pilot. As if people working in healthcare needed even more drama.
I know, right? I wish we could support them somehow.
Actually, after the COVID outbreak, the City of Gdynia established the Gdynia for Medic program to assist doctors and medical personnel. They introduced a dedicated phone line to arrange accommodation, meals, transportation, and psychological support. Please welcome tonight's guest, Deputy Mayor for Economy, Katarzyna GRUSZECKA-SPYCHAۯA, who initiated the program. Hello, Madam Deputy Mayor. Thank you so much for taking the time. Could you outline your project for us?
Using simple words, it was a dedicated phone service, but this phone service was quite intended and quite specific because it was intended for medics. Saying medics, I mean not only nurses and doctors, but any worker that was forced to enter the COVID sphere in the hospital. So everybody who was forced to have a contact with the frightful virus. We knew they needed some support and some good service. Our idea was not only to serve them with their real needs, like for example transportation, place to spend night, because we need to remember that when a pandemic started, it's totally different now, but when a pandemic started, a lot of medical people was a bit afraid to go home after their shift because they were not sure if they would spread the virus to their families, so they wanted to spend night somewhere else. So first of all, we granted the needed support in a very practical way. Moreover, we wanted to pay once but get twice. So we had a support for them, but also paying for these services. It's important to underline that paying less than usually, we could also try to keep alive our hoteliers and people from the restaurant branch and other people connected with leisure business, which is quite essential for my city.
How many people took up your offer?
It was around 5,000.
Wow! How did you implement it?
I can say that we would not be able to implement it if we weren't so advanced in digital services. Because first of all, we needed to have a very good phone service based not on traditional phone, but on voice over IP. So you need to keep data secret. And that was a big problem because we needed the data of people in order to establish who's in right and who's not. Then we needed to make it safe and to make our colleagues who worked at the phone service sure that they grant service to proper people. So a special acknowledgement were needed, done by a digital system.
What advice would you give to our mayor here in Vienna if he wanted to start a project like yours?
I guess it's not for the mayor of Vienna or any mayor of a specific city, but to all the mayors. First of all, act. Your job is to act. Then take care of your workers. It's extremely important. It's your army. And then always remember that there's nothing more beautiful than local community, and it's worth everything.
Those are very inspiring words. Thank you so much for joining us. What a great project for people who really deserve it. You know, kid, I saw it back then with my own eyes. When I visited the hospital before I auditioned for Dr. Sockhurt, understanding the life of a doctor. It's what you have to do as a method actor.
Method actor? What's the method? Being a privileged white sock with good contacts in the industry? Please, Dr. Stinkfoot.
And that's it for tonight. See you next week on Socks Talk Politics. Until then, try to stay away from drama and stay on your toes.